Hi, good morning everybody. I'd like to introduce an amazing lady. Do you want to say hi?
Hi people. Hi from Tirana, Albania, where we just finished the Global Women's Summit and it was amazing. My name is Lidija and Connie just got me here in the hall to go on Facebook Live, so here I am.
Fantastic. It's really, really great. We've had a really amazing weekend and we've both been really honored to share the stage with some incredible people here at the Global Women's Summit. But the reason why we're doing this live today is because I'm really excited about what's coming up in my life but also in your life is an amazing opportunity. So, moving from the head to the heart and we reconnect. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing the first of 5 essential principles that I believe are important to live in freedom. So the 5 essential principles that I live by in my life are courage, choice, commitment, community, and freedom. So those are the 5 key principles, and each day this week I'm going to be doing a live talking about how I feel we can use those principles to live more in freedom. So today we're talking about courage.
Oh, very nice.
So today we're talking about courage and what it means to be courageous. Now, those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, you will know that my name is Connie-Lee, Courageous Better. And it's really divine timing that we are doing this live together, because what we figured out is that we have a mutual friend and her name is
Sidra, Courageous Jafri. So Sidra,
Hi,
big
Sidra.
hug for you from us. How beautiful. I like that. Courage is, yes, it's what most people want, and they just don't allow themselves, I find, to be courageous and to live courageous lives. And sometimes it takes just that one little intention, to really sit down with yourself and notice what would happen if I allowed courage to enter my life. And yes, once you break free from the old shackles, once you liberate yourself, and most times we kind of, run around circles and hold ourselves prisoners of, the constructs of our own minds, and or maybe some inherited strategies that are not even ours. So yeah, the choice to choose to be courageous is, yes, it's the name of the game and the way forward, I'd say, because it's very liberating, it's freeing, because, the moment you choose something, you choose to be courageous, you choose to shift, to create a new paradigm for yourself, you're actually serving also as an example for other people to do the same, because sometimes, especially, our immediate environment, when people see that you are being courageous and you decide and choose to live this, free life, a life that allows you to break free, to break through, then you serve as an inspiration to others, and that creates a bigger ripple, and I think it's amazing, and yes, and I love that. Yes,
That's beautiful. It's like being the change that you want to see in the world, is what Gandhi said, and we heard that a lot this weekend. And I know that many of us really struggle with fear.
Yes.
And I think that the reason for that is because we're so scared of not being loved, we're so scared of being rejected. Now, for example, we've had an amazing weekend with incredible people, and I have felt many times not good enough. Because what I've been doing is I've been comparing myself to other people. But you see, what's really great is when you are aware, you are able... See, for me, I'm very aware when I'm stepping into that space of not being good enough. Because for me, my life is about moving from the corner, releasing those shackles, and then stepping into the center stage of my life, which is living in freedom. So being aware, I'm in the corner now.
Yes.
It takes courage to then say to Lidija, okay, Lidija, I feel not good enough because of what you've just said. And having that courage and that vulnerability to be able to say, I don't feel good enough, I need your help. to get me to stand back in the center stage of my life. And I think that courage to say, I'm not feeling good enough, help me. And that courage to be like, you know what, I want to live, my end goal is to live in freedom. And that courage to keep going when you're knocked down. We get knocked down every day.
We do, and the funny thing is that very often we don't need someone else to knock us down. We do it ourselves, to ourselves.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
so
know,
true.
It's
Give us a
very
thumbs
true.
up
Yes.
if you are your own self-sabotager and you put yourself in the corner. And that is the powerful thing. This is the heart of why I'm doing this course, is because this is for me, you know, is I put myself in the corner.
Of course, you know, I mean, this is, you know, we live in a society that is totally projecting onto us, something that we didn't really choose. So you kind of, you know, you spend your day thinking, am I good enough? Is this good? Is it better than? Well, you know, you choose. It's your choice. And so if you think about, oh, you know, I'm going to be rejected, or what will other people think? Well, you don't need other people to reject you. Most people reject themselves first and expect to be accepted by others. So I always think, you know, like, take the mask off and allow yourself, you know, to be vulnerable. Allow yourself to be in that space, you know. And when you get into the space of vulnerability, sure, it may be painful, but think about what will happen on the other side. You know, there is no point holding the mask and pretending that, yes, everything is fantastic and beautiful in my world, and yes, everything is perfect and positive and rainbows and butterflies. Yes, there is that too. Bless you. Bless you. You know, there is that too. But also, you know, life is a mixture of everything, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, having the courage to admit, hey, you know, listen, today may not be my day. Today I'm going to spend nurturing and nourishing my inner child, because when you give to yourself, then you've got a lot more to give to others. You know, and
it's you first, you know.
You first.
Honoring you, having the courage to honor you.
Yes.
Because you're so scared of what other people will think that you give yourself up.
Yes, and you know, and you know, you want to give to yourself first, not from any other selfish reason, but from the altruistic reasons. Because the more you feed yourself, the more you can share with others. Because what's the point, you know, of not feeding yourself and thinking that you're giving value to others? You don't. You give them crumbs. And you don't
you give
want
them crumbs.
Yes,
that's crazy,
and you don't. Yes, and you don't want that. You know, you want to give the best to the world. You know, you want to be like, you know, courageous and brave to sort of step in and say, hey, what do I need? How can I feed the goddess?
How can I feed the goddess? Yeah,
and I think it's
or the queen, isn't it?
Or the queen.
Or the queen.
Yes.
Hello, queen. Say hi. Tell us who you are.
Good morning. I'm Meicha Geohagen-Moguche. How's everybody doing?
What does it mean to be courageous, in your opinion?
I mean, to be courageous means to be unapologetic for who you are. Like, absolutely no need to explain or define yourself to anybody. Knowing who you are and being bold in what you do and making the decisions that will impact your life first before anybody else.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's really, really awesome. And Robert's just written a comment here. He said that fear is about forgetting everything and run or face everything and recover.
Oh, I love that.
That's amazing,
so
Robert.
Beautiful. Thank you, Robert. That really is awesome.
That's
crazy. You know, that's really, really beautiful.
That is unpacking it.
Yes, and I wanted to say something else, you know, on the topic, since the topic is courage, is, are you, like, think about this, you know, are you waiting for somebody else to give you permission to be courageous, or you want to give it to yourself, you know, just Yeah. Today is the day, and it's Monday.
Today is the day, guys.
Today is
Today is the day. This is the moment to be courageous.
Yes.
And it's asking that question: how are you going to be courageous today?
Yes. What can I do? What can I do that will ignite that courageous spark from within me, and just go out there.
I think the most important thing is to make a decision. You need nobody's permission.
True.
Absolutely nobody's permission. You need to make a decision for yourself that today is the day. And I learned something powerful. It says an action taken is a complete success. So the results are not up to you. Your decision is to make one and take action.
Yes. Yes. Take a courageous action.
Take a
Yes,
courageous
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a
Wonderful.
beautiful place. It's when you live from courage, and also not courage in terms of super strong male energy running around. No, courage to do whatever you want to do. Courage to be who you are. Without other people's expectations, without thinking what other people are going to think or say or do. Ultimately, whatever decision you make, however you choose to live your life, people will have something to say, right?
Yes. Oh
People
my
will,
goodness.
but you can't really
And
please
courageously
everyone.
listen. Courageously listen, but not take it on.
Yes, because you can courageously respect other person's comments and their model of the world or opinions, but ultimately you don't have to accept them. You can respect it and courageously move on. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What does Robert just said here? He says, live today like it was the last day on earth. Treat you like the king or the queen. And do not allow others to stop you from your dreams. Oh, that's wonderful, Robert.
And I think another thing to know is that knowing that you're enough, because perfectionism, right? We're waiting like, oh, I'm not perfect enough. It's not good enough yet. You are enough. You are good enough. And whatsoever you have to share with the world, start with yourself. I always say I'm becoming my best client first. Become your best self for you first and know that you are more than enough.
Yes.
And whatsoever you have to offer will be good enough. And there are people that are looking for you that need exactly what you have to offer, exactly the way you are.
That is so beautiful, very, very powerful. And yes, I'll follow on the on Meicha's perfectionism thing. Perfectionism is actually fear disguised in something that's kind of fancy. I'm a perfectionist, I only want the best. It's not. That's
So be
actually
courageous.
Be courageous.
Yes,
to stop
giving
with that.
yourself up.
Yes, because when you go and follow this perfection, that let's face it, it's very fluffy. Most people don't know what perfectionism is. So if you're chasing to get something that you don't even know what it is, how on earth are you going to recognize it? Maybe that perfection is already within you. You have it. And perfection, if you ask me, is a very low standard for yourself. Think about how many opportunities you may have missed just because you waited for that perfect moment, for the perfect person, for the perfect introduction. Step up lovingly, step up courageously, and think, okay, how can I make one courageous decision for myself today that will give value to myself and to the world? Because when you feed yourself, when you have the courage to admit what you want, like really admit what you want, then the world really is your beautiful playground.
Yes.
So yes.
That's
I'm
wonderful.
loving this courageous moment here. Do it, babes. Do it. Do it. Now is the time. Now is the time.
Choose to be courageous,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
principle number 2, and we're going to
Yeah.
be talking about it. Well, I'm going to be talking about it tomorrow because you guys, we're unfortunately leaving Albania, but it's about choosing. So, guys, if they wanted to contact you, how could they reach you? If the people watching,
I'm on Facebook, Meicha Geohagen-Moguche / Meicha Inspires. If you just search Meicha Geohagen-Moguche, it will show up. I know my name is long.
Do you want to spell it?
It's MEICHA GEOHAGEN -MOGUCHE. I'm happy to reach out.
Awesome. Very nice. My name is Lidija M. Rosati, Lidija M. Rosati. A bit of a mouthful, I know, but I know you guys are courageous, so you can totally own it. So yes, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Instagram as Lidija Momentum. Be courageous to live your momentum every day.
That's amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. It's really amazing.
Thank you, Connie.
No,
Thank you
my
so
honor,
much.
my honor.
Thank
And
you.
if you, like me, are choosing to live courageously, I'd like you to write a comment below. Tell us, what are you choosing to do today? What are you choosing to courageously do today? Robert, you are incredible. You are choosing to be the best that you can be. Choosing to be happy, happy, happy. I am choosing to courageously express my truth in vulnerability. What are you choosing to do?
I'm just choosing to live in the moment, recognizing that every single moment in the universe is just that, and it's a perfect chance to live courageously.
Yes. Wonderful. Mika, what are you choosing to do?
I'm choosing today to connect courageously with everybody that comes in front of me intentionally.
Wow, that's incredible. So we're wishing you a courageous day, and we will see you tomorrow where we'll be talking about principle number 2, choice. Bye.
Bye. Have a great day.